Yeah, new video for a couple hours now. Look, we got 5 likes, 1 comment, and 0 views. Something pretty interesting about that. SMH YouTube. Yeah, so a little update. Same video. This is about the next morning, so maybe about, I don't know, 18, 20 hours, something like that. We have 18 views and 3 likes instead of 0 views and 5 likes like it was yesterday. Very interesting, YouTube. SMH. Alright, so this is less than 5 minutes after I put the last video up, right? The update. The update where they snatched views from me. So look, it was 18. The original one, what's up YouTube? You see yesterday, right, was I put it in the 16th. It was 18, on the other video, it was 18. This number of 15 was 18, and this was at 3 likes. Whereas before, yesterday, it was like 0 likes and 0 views, while it was 5 likes. That means actuality, at least 5 people had checked the video. But it only reported that 0 people had checked the video. And then I updated it. It was 18 likes and 18 views and 3 likes. Then I put this here video showing that, documenting that, right? I just did that just this morning. And as soon as it loaded up, I went back and I checked. Now the previous video, instead of 18 views, is 15 views. And instead of 3 likes, it's 4 likes. So we see that there is a pattern of some kind of manipulation. This is probably catching it before they got a hold of it, and I'm able to document it. So YouTube does something funny with the views. This has now been proven. YouTube, what's up, YouTube?
Very interesting. Okay, so let's comment on the likelihood that YouTube had an effect regarding or towards my lack of growth on my channel. It's Haruka Huti Hatep. Need I say more? I already got the 59 into the 41. Dissolution. Okay, they wanted me to be in dissolution. Going into loss, 41. Hexagram of decrease. Dissolution. Ace of Pentacles dropped out. Eight of Pentacles in the reverse on the bottom. And the Queen of Wands in the reverse following up. So as this kind of like the couch. So on the couch, right, the couch of this is someone doing hard work, right? Someone working hard, trying to cultivate something. Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. But it's in the reverse, right? So this is hard work that goes nowhere. Hard work that has no consequence. Right? Queen of Wands in the reverse. Perhaps they saw me as someone who was confident and they needed to negate that. Right? Someone who's confident, sure, and, assertive regarding things. And they didn't want to see me blow up. Ace of Pentacles is what was at stake. Okay? Yeah. The Meduna Terra hits it right on the nose. If I wanted to, I couldn't have called that. Like, I would have predicted this as the reading for that. Y'all see what I just was speaking about on this video. So, I did this reading after I did this reading. So, I actually did this reading a long time ago, but I wanted to do it for you. Okay? I wanted to put it here in front of you so that you could see what these guys be up to. So, if they don't like you, they're gonna Harukti you. That's what we talking about. That's what I'm talking about here, okay? YouTube Haruka Huti me. And that's why my channel is what it is. Right? You know what I'm saying? But hey, listen to me when I tell you all things work in my favor. Okay? So I am not disheartened or anything like that, right? Because, all I got to say is keep watching. So check it out, folks. So you see this guy right here? Sun stand 6. I do a search for Sun stand 6 on YouTube. Pardon my 1,000 tabs that I have open. That's how I do. But look what comes up eventually. Hey, who's that guy? That's Tehuti Speak. Oh, that's Tehuti Speak. Oh, wow, interesting. Tehuti Speak. Whoa, huh? Interesting. So when you go Sun stand 6, all of these Tehuti Speaks videos comes up. Interesting. But no Sun stand 6. Can't find that account anywhere on YouTube. What's that about? All of this stuff is Tehuti Speaks in response to Sun stand 6. So, alright, so we gotta look for the reason of why YouTube would, be messing with my views and stuff like that, right? Why would YouTube do such a thing, right? Well, I got a story to tell. This is cracking me up because it's like you would never really think that they would take it there, but they did. They took it there. Look, check this out. All right, so years and years and years. I mean, back when it was 2007, 8, 9, all around that time, right? Or no, okay, it might have been like 2008, 9, 10, something like that, right? on my channel, Sunstance, right? I didn't make videos, but, I would see stuff and comment on it. So, so I would come across these Caucasian Egyptian channels, right? So yeah, these people talking about white Egyptians, man, and talking about the Caucasian race did the Egypt this and that and this, and they talking about cranial studies and this and that and this, trying to give all this evidence, quote unquote, about this stuff. And I saw this and was like, hold up, right? And so I challenged all that. I was like, hell no, not on my watch. Not on my watch. I ain't having it. Not on my watch. That was my attitude. And why? Because I have read in a book called The Protocols of the Learned Elders of Zion. Oh, ban him now. See, this is why I got banned. Because I be spitting that truth, all right? But anyway, in the protocols, I'm paraphrasing. I used to know this thing off top, okay, because I had to type it so many times. But basically, in the protocols, it speaks about a technique that you use when someone is speaking something that you don't want to be spoke, or you don't want others to accept. And that has something to do with being able to toss a doubt in there by questioning it, by, posing a question, bringing up some level of doubt on whatever this concept is. And thereby causing doubt in the people whose reasoning factors or whose reasoning abilities are not as developed, right? So, because everybody's not going to go and research the thing. Some people just casually strolling through this thing, right? And they looking, they listening, they picking up stuff, but they're not, to the point. It's like we all start out somewhere, So anyway, everybody's not as thorough as that was the main idea. Everybody's not as complete, as thorough as going and following the paper trail to tell them the truth on something that somebody has said. So therefore, you can toss a doubt, and it'll be very effective in causing that individual to question those concepts of truth that you're speaking, or that we talking about. Right. So that was my armor and sword. I used to come through. And, I would debate these people point by point. And that's how I got that. This actually served, this period in my life actually served to make me very sharp, because some of them dudes were sharp and they would come with their arguments. And I'd be like, hell no. And they would send me on a whole, rabbit hole, learning and discovering and reporting back, in defense of the actual truth, And so I got nice with it. I got nice with history, I got, a very good understanding of, what had been. And this was all destiny for me, for who I was. See, I was supposed to be someone who knows this stuff. So in that process, it got ugly. Yeah. Yeah, these debates that we had, keyboard warriors we were, okay? Right? We was keyboard warriors, man. I carried a big sword and a wand, you know what I'm saying? And so it got ugly. It got, in the defense of my people who I was there. See, I was there in ancient Egypt. That's why I took this all personal. All right, I don't even, I knew it by then, but I took this thing personal. That's how it weighed upon my heart in that way, because see, I was there, and you wasn't gonna lie to me about who I was. Anyway,
So yeah, like I said, it got deep. And some of the words that were said, right? Some of the concepts that were discovered and reported were concepts that, you know, maybe, some other people may have a problem with. So I found, what was happening at various times was that my commentaries would be edited and even removed on certain videos. And, I realized that, of course, the uploader of the video can delete comments and things like that. And that's what that was done, many times. But see, because my thing was, I'm going to address these things because I don't want the casual person who is not going to be, well studied to come across and see these doubts and give up on the concepts. I said, no, I'm going to refute these things wherever I see them, whenever I see them. So anyway, I was at where things got ugly at various times, and yeah, they would certain what I discovered was that whoever is running YouTube, because I discovered that my comments would be edited even on certain videos that was that where the uploader had a similar vibration as me. Like the uploader was in agreement with the various things I was saying. I would write comments and come back in a day or so, a week or so, and they will be gone. Like, hold up. Now, I know the uploader didn't erase that comment. You know what I mean? So what is going on here? That eventually became a question of mine. What is going on here? And I used to say it. I still say it. Whenever I got a problem with YouTube, no, I use that search bar to bark at them. Before I started making videos, I would, whatever I was bitching at YouTube about something, I put it in the search bar. Because I know eventually somebody going to see it. I put that thing in the search bar and push enter. And whatever I was bitching about would come up as search topics or whatever, it didn't always happen like that. But yeah, anyway. So yeah, I discovered YouTube doing a little funny stuff. Even there was a time I had put out some music, and I had my music on YouTube, and then I just happened to do a random search of my name, my rap name, etc. And I saw Google come up with my material on these weird ass sites. I was like, how the hell did this get here? I ain't put this here. It was like there was one episode where my site came up on something. It was like, homosexual content. And my song is sitting there. I was like, what? I was like, yo, who the hell? You know what I mean? And then I discovered how to go behind the scenes and understand who, was the people who was behind this and all of that. So I was able to do that. And, I'm not going to say that I discovered that these people were people who were, employees at YouTube per se. Okay. But, it was something like 2010, a long time ago. And, not everybody has access to, these random filler work websites. You know what I mean? And, like the way that it occurred in my mind when I saw it was, these is YouTube people that's mad at me because I was putting out words that they didn't want be said or heard. You know what I'm saying? So they trying to do something funny, right? That's the way it occurred to me. You know what I mean? And I'm sure I did readings back then to back up what I was talking about. I can't tell you them now, but they somewhere in my books. Anyway, So, yeah. So these people ain't like me, all right, since then. So then, fast forward to a couple years ago, I decides, I want to make a channel, you know what I mean? And, I had stopped dealing with the white Egyptians on YouTube, I don't know, something like 2011, 12, because by then it was like, all right, I had a couple years in the game, you know what I mean? And it was like, yeah, this is, yeah, it was like, I knew that they eventually, if this was their video, they would eventually erase my comments. So that's what I saw happening. So once that was happening, I said, okay, yeah, I can't win that. Let me go ahead and back up. You know what I mean? And eventually it was like, the thought dawned on me, was like, okay, you served your time. That's what it was like. It was like I did a tour. You know what I'm saying? I did a keyboard warrior tour. You know what I'm saying? And it was time to end my tour. So, yeah, fast forward. Now I'm making videos. And somebody, it occurred to me early that my channel had been banned, right? That there was a shadow ban on my channel. It just, I ain't saying that everything that occurs to me is 100%, but I do know that God talks to me through the things that occur to me. You know what I mean? And, many times I don't need to, but most times I do readings on the things that come to my head, and sure enough, I got readings, you know what I'm saying? One day I'm going to do one day soon, I'm going to do a trial, you know what I mean, that they're going to have to ban because they ain't going to want nobody to see the results. But anyway, but yeah, that's the story of me and YouTube and why they banned my ass. Been banning my ass. It's funny. It's like anybody can get views on YouTube, except me. Why is that? Why is that? You know what I mean? Like, when I say anybody, I mean, people who don't necessarily have, anything extra to report can rattle off 100 views in 30 minutes. Whereas, you look at some of my videos, the life of them Jones is, damn near a year old and they ain't got 100 views. You see my subscribership. It's like I got more videos than I got subscribers. What that mean? That means that I've been banned, folks. And that's why you see me playing the background right now. You know what I mean? See, God told me also concerning all of this. He told me to have a seat. Just have a seat for a while. Because, he said, why was that? Because I talk too much. God broke it down to me. He said, you talk too much, man. Just have a seat. Have a seat. You know what I mean? Because there's certain things I'm not supposed to talk about right about now. And there's reasons for that. I'm going to leave that there. But, yeah, so God told me to sit that out. He said, hey man, don't even use your energy right now. Don't even do it. Don't even, you see where your energy is going. It's going in the trash. So here's what I peeped from all of this. See, YouTube was never supposed to blow up for me. You know what I'm saying? The way God got my head understanding things now, it's like all things work to my advantage, even the negativities. I wasn't supposed to win at YouTube because, look, it's like God knows how that situation will make my spirit tick. I'll take a loss here, but I know who I am. So I'm not going to take a loss in the ultimate. You know what I'm saying? The ultimate development of the thing, I'm not going to lose. If I had success on YouTube, then I would have got a level of complacency. You know what I mean? And the things that I'm doing that are really more important wouldn't be as urgent for me if I messed around and could kick my feet back and,
you know what I mean, have some comfortability over here. No, it wasn't, God knows me because God made me. You know what I'm saying? God made my spirit, and it knows the lessons that I would need in order to be me, right? In order to grow into that which is what he wants to see from me, right? Same with, like my people, my ex-peoples, right? After declaring in a prayer that if God told me, that he was destroying the world tomorrow. I actually said this. I said, if God was destroying the world tomorrow and I'm only taking you, take this minivan and go up with about 10 seats, and go out and get the people that you want to go with you to heaven, right? And, so I came, I had my peoples with me. Don't you know, every last person that was on that bus has since betrayed me in some kind of way that makes me know that they not my people. God made that happen because God knows my spirit and it knows how I respond. See, these malicious people wanted to see me in the down low dumps, hurt, about life, depressed, crying, you know what I'm saying? They wanted to see me hurt because of jealousy, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, wow, you know what I mean? And like I said, man, God knows my spirit, you know what I mean? Some of y'all know, some of y'all probably don't know. I was homeless for a good amount of time doing YouTube videos. You know what I'm saying? I was homeless, but I was doing videos. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Why? Because, I don't identify with that. That's not what I identify with. You know what I mean? Everything works to my advantage. Even the bad stuff works to my advantage. That's it right there. You can't hold me down, no matter who you are, no matter what your spell work is, no matter what your little devices, no matter what your little plots and intrigues. I'm going to find them out because God walks with me. That's why I found out what YouTube was doing. You know what I'm saying? And, something about that algorithm is not 100%. That's not 100% when they talk about, oh yeah, like this and do this and the algorithm. A lot of that's bullshit. It's a decision. Okay? It's a decision. They could flood your video with viewers. They can place you in a stream, in anybody's stream, at any time, if they want to. Okay? And if they don't, then they won't. That's the truth. You know what I mean? So, so I'm certain I'm saying something that, someone who wanted you to be subjugated doesn't want you to hear. The lessons I teach are lessons on how to free yourself, how to understand yourself and gain hold of the waywardness within inside of you through understanding your parts. Understanding how to purify your parts. I speak meditation. I speak spirituality. These are the lights. Meditation is, if you was to tell me what's the one thing that could save you, heal you, help you on this planet, I would tell you meditation. If I could only say one thing, because there's plenty of things, but if I could only say one thing, it would be meditation. You know what I mean? And I talk about how to access the various aspects of the spirit. And so that is not something that people who want you ignorant to be into. So hence, they don't put my stream in front of you. You know what I mean? You don't, some of y'all got, are subscribed to me, but y'all don't even get my stream unless you do the bell icon thing. You know what I mean? And I'm not even sure then, for real, because they could do what they want to do. They just, tap the keyboard, and it comes out to result the way they want it. Anyway,
yeah, so that's my story on YouTube, and you know what I mean, why you see what you see in terms of that. I tell you, God told me to sit down for a minute. You know what I mean? Sit down for a minute because we don't want to waste the time. We don't want to waste the energy. You know. So I hope y'all forgive me for that. You know. And I know you will, because if you are of the light, then you feel everything that I'm saying. Then, you know, we are not in disagreement. But anyway. But yeah, I thought that was an interesting piece of history that now needed to come out because of what's going on. Yeah, so don't expect me to be, you know, posting a whole hell of a lot of content that I know is not going to go nowhere unless y'all share my videos and things like that. Yeah, because I'm not going to waste my time. My time is valuable, and, you know, I got a few things to do. I have to apologize to, you know, some of the subscribers that do watch me on the regular and, you know, are looking for the readings and things like that. It's like, hey, man, you know, I got bigger fish to fry, you know, so it's like as much as I would want to, you know, to be of service in that way, you know what I mean? I have to look at the real impact that I can make in another space, or, you know, approaching this in another way. You know, but yeah, you know, you definitely gonna hear from me. I said, all right, yeah, let me go ahead and, you know, make this video, you know what I mean? Because, you know, people need explanations, you know what I mean? And, you know, also I need, you know, people need to be exposed. I mean, YouTube is, y'all are like, you know, y'all, just because of the fact that I was upholding my ancestry, you know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna, you know, ban my stuff, you know what I mean? You know, whatever, it is what it is. But yeah, so I guess that's that, y'all. You know, I'm gonna be in and around here. I'm gonna still be putting out the videos on the E King. You know, I have to catch up and get. You know, I want to do all 64 hexagrams, whether they get out or not. You know what I mean? You know, those who know will know, and y'all be able to go back and check those out. You know what I mean? But I'm not gonna do it in a way that stresses or taxes myself like I used to. You know what I mean? I used to, you know, y'all know for a minute there when I was doing shorts and everything, I was putting out 20 videos a week. Like, you know, I was doing a lot of videos, and you know, I was even neglecting other parts of my life to put out videos. You know what I mean? You know, I was like, if I had something to do Saturday night, but I know I usually post on Sunday morning. You know what I mean? Sometimes I would let that go in order to, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, you know, I'm not going to be doing it all extra. I have to do it in the time that I have to do it. You know what I mean? I'm not going to neglect the other things that I'm going to do, which are going to actually be more impactful. So, you know, but yeah, you know what I mean? Y'all can catch me up on Facebook, Sanu Aka, that's me. And yeah, you know, keep looking, you know. Keep looking. There's still stuff going on. Shout out to the Black Magic folks in the background. Peace to y'all. You know what I mean? Right back at you. You know what I mean? The deluded ones who don't believe in karma don't believe it's coming back at you if you don't want to. Anyway. But yeah, you know what I mean? That's all I got to say right now. I'm going to say peace and love and growth, and keep on doing it, y'all. And I will too. Peace.